portions of food at the restaurant. We love living in big, spacious homes. We love seeing big numbers in our bank accounts. For some reason in today's society, big automatically gets associated with good. But is bigger really always better? Today I want to prove to you that in fact, bigger is not necessarily always better. And I want to present an idea to you that could possibly make those big numbers in your bank accounts even bigger. Today I want to talk about cars or passenger vehicles in general. Here's the deal. The smaller the car, the less money you're going to spend at the gas pump. And I am sure that money would look so much better in your bank accounts. See, smaller cars are more gas efficient, which basically means that they need less gas to travel the same distance as large vehicles. Gasoline consumption from 1960 to 2012 has doubled. Miles traveled by vehicles have more than tripled, and vehicle registrations have also more than tripled, according to the Earth Policy Institute, located in Washington, D.C. So let's compare two vehicles, one large, one small, and visualize and see what that actually means. The average miles driven per year by 20 to 34-year-olds is 15,098, according to the U.S. Department of Transportation Federal Highway Administration. The average gas price in North Carolina is currently at around $2.45, according to GasBuddy.com. So let's see the two vehicles. For the large one, I have chosen a Ford F-150, a big pickup truck. I've chosen that one because I see a lot of them driving around here in Fayetteville. And for the small vehicle, I have chosen a Chevrolet Spark. Cute little thing, looks pretty cool to me. So according to the U.S. Department of Energy, the Ford F-150 on average gets 11 mpg. That means that the Ford F-150 drives 11 miles on 1 gallon of gasoline when driven in the city. Let's look at the Chevrolet Spark. We see that the Chevrolet Spark drives 28 miles on 1 gallon of gasoline when driven in the city. That's a difference of 17 miles per gallon. So let's look further down. If the average 20 to 34-year-old drives 15,098 miles per year, for the Ford F-150, that would mean that the average 20 to 34-year-old would have to purchase, on average, 1,372.55 gallons of gasoline per year. Let's look at the smaller car, the Chevrolet Spark, not even half of that. 539.21 gallons of gasoline per year. Let's look at the dollar signs on the bottom. For the Ford F-150, it means that with that amount of gallon of gasoline per year and the gasoline price at $2.45, it would cost the average 20 to 34-year-old on average $3,362.75 to drive that Ford F-150 in the city for the whole year. If you do the same calculation for the Chevrolet Spark, you see that it would only cost $1,321.06. That is an overall saving of over $2,000 per year. $2,000 that I am sure all of you could invest in a better way than at the gas pump. Smaller cars can not only save you money, but also contribute to saving our planet Earth. And let's face it, besides this one, we really don't have anywhere else to go. So all of us need to work together and do our part in contributing and saving the planet. Driving any vehicle that runs on gas will create something that is called air pollution. Obviously, the smaller the vehicle, the less air pollution you will create. The most terrifying effect of air pollution is global warming, which ultimately will kill the humankind. The U.S. Department of Transportation states that 28% of U.S. greenhouse gas emissions, which ultimately leads to global warming, were caused by transportation vehicles such as cars, trucks, and SUVs in the year of 2006. Passenger vehicles are a major pollution contributor, producing significant amounts of nitrogen oxides, carbon monoxide, and other pollution, according to an article of the Union of Concerned Scientists of USA. So, are we going to die of global warming tomorrow? No, definitely not. But if we want to keep this planet and maintain it for generations to come, then all of us need to work together and contribute in saving the planet. And a big step in the right direction could be the purchase of a smaller vehicle. Another great factor to driving smaller vehicles is the initial purchase price. The initial purchase price of smaller vehicles lies well below the initial purchase price of large SUVs, vans, and trucks. Again, that is money in your pocket. Ford CEO Alan Mulally says, as vehicles become more expensive, I expect to see a shift towards smaller vehicles in the US that are also cheaper. I expect to see that shift too. In addition to that, maintaining smaller vehicles proves to be a lot more affordable than maintaining large vehicles. When I say maintaining, I don't just speak about gasoline, we discussed that earlier. I also mean oil and parts such as the engine, the tires. It is usually cheaper to replace those parts on smaller vehicles than it is on large vehicles. Again, money in your pocket. Another great feature of small vehicles is how easy and effortless they can be navigated and maneuvered through a variety of settings. Busy metropolitan cities such as New York City or Atlanta, Georgia can be hard to navigate with large vehicles. Smaller vehicles, much easier. My final point is parking. Ladies, gentlemen, if you're anything like me, parking can be a hassle. Parking a smaller car, though, is tremendously more effortless than parking a large vehicle. So in conclusion, what we've learned today, smaller cars are more gas efficient, money in your pocket. Smaller cars are better for the environment. Smaller cars are cheaper in initial purchase price, money in your pocket. Smaller cars are cheaper to maintain, once again, your money. Smaller cars are easier to maneuver, and smaller cars are easier to park. So let's get back to our initial question. Is bigger really always better? I'd say in this case, smaller is smarter. Thank you. Are there any questions? Yes.
What about safety though? Smaller cars can't be as safe as big ones, huh?
I hear that a lot. I get that question a lot, and as a matter of fact, in the United States, every car has to undergo safety inspections. For cars, it's much comparable to hotels. They get a safety star rating. The higher the star rating, the better the safety of the car. So if you're looking into purchasing a smaller vehicle, just do your research and look into the star safety ratings. Any more questions? Yes.
Yes, I have a big truck, so how would I be able to move my stuff if I'm in a little small car?
A lot of people who use their big trucks, especially for moving themselves or possibly their friends. If you look at the savings that we looked at earlier, around $2,000 per year, I'm sure you find a great U-Haul truck to rent to move your stuff for less than $2,000. Any more questions? Yes.
So what do you suggest for people like myself who have more than 3 or 4 kids?
Well, of course, I'm not saying that everybody has to buy a small car, strap a little one on the roof. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying do your research. If you are committed to, contributing to saving the planet, if you want to save on gas, maintaining your car, etc., do your research once again. Look into possible cars that fit your needs but can still save you money on gas and maintenance and cars and can still, contribute to saving the planet. Any more questions? If there are no more questions, I would thank everybody to come out here today and have a blessed day.